Executive Moms show. This episode is to give you 7 practical things that you can do and take action on to accomplish these big dreams that you have. Because really, time is the only thing that we run out of. So why are you waiting? Let's not wait. Here we go. Number 1, you've heard me say this so many times, so I'm just going to be quick. Practice the law of attraction. Watch The Secret on Netflix. I made a video summarizing the key points. So if you don't have time to actually watch the show, I summarized it for you in, I think it's 10 minutes. This will get you in the right mindset. Number 2, write your goal as a question. So here's how you do it. Here's an example. How can I make $100 million a year? Should I go with 1 million? Let's do 1 million, okay? We don't need to do 100 million. So let's pretend that's your goal, okay? I'm just using this as an example. Some people really, it's really exciting for them to actually make money, and that might be their goal. Your goal might not be money per se, but I'm just using this as an example. So then you have your goal as a question. Then you're going to brainstorm 20 answers or ideas. And the crazier the ideas, the better. Okay, get creative with this. You need 20. If you can do this with a partner, it's even better. You both can do 20 and just brainstorm and get the ideas flowing. So why do you need to do 20? Because it has shown that the more ideas you have, the better ideas you get. It's not about having that one brilliant idea and that's it. It's more about brainstorming all of those options and ideas, and good ideas feed off of bad ideas, actually. It might make you think of something. So if it's a bad idea, put it down. It's okay. Bad ideas will help you think through some better ideas. And sometimes it takes that 20th idea for the light bulb to go on. And this is really focused creativity, and it can give you major insights. Number 3, have big dreams, but small actions. This is going to help you not feel overwhelmed. So you're going to break it down. Mel Robbins has this great quote that I love. It says, brick by brick to make it stick. So think about 1 brick a day to really make it stick. You want to do the small tasks every day and just make sure that it's all in that direction of your big goal. And this, again, helps with overwhelm. Burnout is an issue. So that's kind of related to this next topic. But if you burn out, then it's not sustainable. It's not going to stick and you're not going to get there. Burnout is not a good strategy. So you really need to be smart. And that goes into my next tip, number 4. You have to parent yourself. You may often not feel like doing the activities you need to do to reach your goal. That's so normal, super, super normal. So here's how you can help propel yourself forward. In the beginning, you might be really fired up. You have a lot of ideas and a ton of energy. Use that time to put systems and habits in place, and they must be sustainable. You really want to rely on discipline and not motivation. So a great example of this is if you're thinking about let's just do a crazy diet. If there is a crazy diet that you cannot sustain every single day, hugest waste of time. Don't do that. It's such a waste of time because you'll do it. You'll lose weight. And then as soon as you come up for air because you're holding your breath the whole time, you're just going to gain the weight back. So it's a perfect analogy of it has to be sustainable and enjoyable every single day, or you will not continue on the path you need to make it happen. So the goal here is really about consistency. I have another example. So one of my goals was I really wanted to be able to do the splits. I used to be able to do the splits. I was a ballerina when I was younger, and I lost them over the years. And I was doing all this research of like how to get the splits, and everything was 45 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. I just knew I don't have that kind of time to just stretch. But I kept researching, I didn't give up, and I actually found something scientifically based that there were these 3 key stretches I could do, and they told me exactly how long, and the whole thing was 24 minutes, but only 3 times a week. And I was like, I can do that. I can totally commit to doing that. And I have been, and I'm not there yet, but I am so close. And it's actually quite enjoyable. And I figured out habits to do while I am stretching. I will actually get my laptop and I will be stretched out and I will actually do email. So it's a really productive activity, right? I am stretching and I am doing email, and it's enjoyable and sustainable. So it will happen for me because I keep doing it and it's very attainable. Number 5 is to create a 4-item to-do list, and your goal, so you're just going to do 4. So the night before, you will prioritize the 4 things you're going to do for the next day. Your goal is to get through 3. If you get through 3 and you're feeling extra energized that day, go for the 4th one. If you can only get through the 3, you need to carry over that one to the next day. Or let's say you were only able to get to 2, you need to carry the other 2 to the next day. Ideally, you're meeting those 3. Now, if you notice and you reprioritize, so if there was one thing I didn't do the next day, I'm going to come up with my new 3 things plus this one, and I'm going to prioritize them in order of importance. If you notice there's one item that continually doesn't get done and keeps on moving to another day, ask yourself, like, can you skip it? What would happen if I skipped it and did not do it? You may not need to do it. If it continually doesn't get done, like maybe it's something you can skip or outsource, or what other option is there? I don't know. If you think of one, put it in the comment below. There might be a 3rd option that I'm not considering. Number 6, work to your rhythm. Don't fight it. Are you a morning person? Are you an evening person? When do you feel the best creative energy? Go with it. So many people want to be morning people, right? You're like, oh, I want to wake up early and tackle the day and all this stuff. But if they're setting their alarms for 5 a.m. and they're exhausted, that is counterproductive. I actually recommend not setting an alarm at all. I need to do I'll do a separate show on this because I could go off on a wild tangent, but I don't set an alarm at all, ever. And I wake up naturally every single day and I feel well slept and refreshed. I'm lucky that my natural biological clock wakes me up at 5 or 5:30. So I naturally wake up early. I've always been that way. But if that's not you, don't set your alarm for something so early, because then you're just going to be not well rested and it is counterproductive. Number 7, have realistic optimism. So you need to have the confidence and know that you can handle it. Whatever plan you've put in place, you can handle it. There's a very interesting statistic that I came across, and it was for people who kept their full-time jobs and pursued some dream, whether it was in this study, it was actually another business that they wanted to do. They were 33% more likely to succeed than those who completely quit their job and went all in. Isn't that interesting? So 33% more likely to succeed if you keep your full-time job. I don't know why. I'm not sure exactly why. I have some guesses. I wonder if you maybe work smarter, not harder. Maybe you're better at prioritizing, or sometimes, again, what is in motion stays in motion. So if you're just kind of like in work mode, get it done, it's easy to continue to get things done. So to accomplish these big goals, there's one thing every busy woman needs, and that is deodorant. Again, none of this is sponsored. This is all just me out of the kindness of my heart telling you which one works. So I really wanted a clean deodorant. I wanted to give it a try because, again, you are rubbing it really close. And from the research I did, it sounded like that might be one of those items that should be clean. The other items, like I don't do clean makeup, I don't do clean everything, but I thought, gosh, the deodorant might be one to go the clean route. Well, let me tell you, it was quite the roller coaster. I think I tried at least 8 different ones. And I'm going to tell you the one that works best for me. Now, I do believe we have different body chemistry, which is why maybe some work better than others for each individual. It's different. But I'm going to tell you the one that worked best for me. It was Native. Here, I'm going to show, I don't know if you can see this. Okay. Native is the best one for me. And it might be the best for you as well. It's not perfect. It feels different than dirty deodorant. It can sometimes feel a little bit more wet than normal, so you do have to clean, but it was the best one out of all the 8 that I tried. I don't have all 8 with me, but I did try Tom's. This is not terrible, but Native was better. I also tried Schmidt's. This was at Costco, and I also tried, they had a dark charcoal one, and this actually smells really nice, but this didn't work as well. And then there was one spray that I used once. This is a terrible story. I'm going to tell it because it was just so mortifying. I think it was a Zen spray or something. If I find it on Amazon, I feel bad totally bashing products, but something was off with my body chemistry. And I wore it to work, which was not smart. Don't test out your deodorants on a work day. Okay? Do it on a weekend when you can take a shower after. Okay? So something was up with this, and I sprayed it in, and I naturally don't really smell bad. I don't always wear deodorant actually every single day, but when I'm a little bit busier, I tend to want that security of the deodorant. So busy work day, and I sprayed the deodorant, and it literally gave me BO, like worse BO. It was so bad, and it was so embarrassing, and I kept wiping, and it just didn't help. It was like in my skin, and I was in meetings all day, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was the worst thing ever. It was terrible. So go for this. Give it a try. Your coworkers might thank you. Maybe one day I'll talk about a perfume, because I think deodorant and perfume are probably a good thing to go together. But I hope this was helpful and you enjoyed. Mwah. I'll see you next time.